There is a profound difference between being alone and being isolated. You can be surrounded by a room full of people, laughing, talking, sharing stories, and still feel completely detached. If you possess a deeply analytical, reflective mind, you know this feeling intimately. It's the sensation of operating on a completely different wavelength than the world around you. To others, you might seem quiet, detached, or even a bit intimidating. But the truth is much simpler. You are constantly listening to a second conversation happening entirely inside your own head. We are taught that high intelligence and deep analytical thinking are gifts, and in many ways they are. They allow you to see patterns where others see chaos. They give you the ability to think 5 steps ahead, to read between the lines, and to notice the subtle undercurrents of human behavior. But no one ever warns you about the psychological trade-off. When your mind naturally skips past shallow small talk, you realize how rare authentic substance actually is. Most everyday interactions feels like a script people are just reading out loud because you crave depth. Trying to participate in those superficial exchanges doesn't make you feel connected. It makes you feel utterly hollow. This isolation isn't born out of arrogance. It's born out of over-awareness. When you analyze everything, even your relationships undergo a constant, exhausting dissection, you notice the shift. You perceive the exact second someone's tone changes or when their interest fades, while others just enjoy a moment. Your mind is busy calculating what is in being said. The exhausting double life. To survive socially, you often have to manually lower your own volume. You learn to smile at jokes that aren't funny, nod at topics you find mind-numbing, and hide your deepest thoughts just to keep the conversation comfortable for everyone else. The high barrier to entry. You don't let people in easily, not because you think you are better than them, but because you know how heavy your inner world is. You don't want to drag someone into it unless they are actually willing to understand it. So, how do you live with a mind that refuses to cut down? The shift happens when you stop viewing your isolation as a flaw and start recognizing it as a selective filter. An analytical mind isn't meant to connect with everyone. It isn't designed to thrive on the loud, chaotic surface of modern social life. Your quietness isn't a social failure. It's an active choice to protect your mental energy. The goal isn't to force yourself to fit into shallow spaces. The goal is to build your own sanctuary, to find solace in your thoughts, and to realize that a few rare, genuinely deep connections are worth a lifetime of passing small talk. If you have ever felt like an outsider, looking into a world that speaks a completely different language, remember that you aren't broken. You are just paying the quiet tax of an active mind. If this perspective hit home for you, hit subscribe. Let's keep looking beneath the surface together.